So, you want to hear a story, huh? One about treasure hunters. Have I got a story for you? Pandora. This is our home, but make no mistake, this is not a planet of peace and love. They say it's a wasteland, that it's dangerous, that only a fool would search for something of value here. Then perhaps I am a fool. But do not be fooled by what Pandora appears to be. There was a legend. Many people tell it. The legend of the Vault. My father would always go on about the Vault, even with his dying breath. Advanced alien technology, infinite wealth, fame, power, women. So you can understand why some little kiddos who hear the stories grow up to become Vault Hunters. Well, I have a story you may not believe, but I tell you it is true. The legend of the Vault is real, and it is here on Pandora. And let's call it a guardian angel, appeared to guide the Vault Hunters to their prize. The tale begins right here on Pandora with the brave Vault Hunters, the guardian angel, and most importantly, me.
Greetings, brothers. In this episode of Let's Play Librarian, I'll be showing you parts of my all-time favorite game, Borderlands. This game has a lot to offer. It may have been released back in 2009, but it still has elements to it that set it far above many other shooter titles. With a distinctive visual style, a brilliant ambient soundtrack, an immersive setting, and, of course, 87 bazillion guns, you can play this game over and over with little fear of it becoming stale. This game has attitude, it has panache, with memorable characters that are believable yet not overblown. In this game, you'll be exploring across Pandora in a first-person shooter style, battling a variety of enemies from the local population to the native wildlife. You're also given control over your character's attributes and abilities, choosing what skills you have in an RPG light style, revolving around levels and experience. This game also features cooperative play, so grab some friends and hop in. Do battle with various raid bosses for a chance at the game's best loot. Don't forget, the more friends you bring, the harder the game, and the harder the game, the better the loot. As you make your way across Pandora, you'll find many secrets buried beneath its sands, uncover legends, and forge a legend of your own. If you're looking for an open, sandbox-style game with a completely unique setting, tantalizing weaponry, tons of loot, and equally good single-player as co-op, this is the game for you. If you're still on the fence, or just want to see more of what Pandora has to offer, then just sit back, relax, and let's get into some Borderlands.
Time to gather up your stuff. Who's getting off the bus?
Alright, so here we have the opening screen where we get to choose between a couple of different characters. We have the soldier. As you can see, he has his preferred weapons being the rifles and shotgun. His action skill is a Scorpio turret. He deploys a little turret that gives a shield, fires out some rounds, sometimes some rockets, depending on how you upgrade it. He's a pretty good all-around character. We have Mordecai, the hunter. He is really good with sniper rifles as well as revolvers, and he can throw his pet bird Bloodwing, which, even though it's a little bit buggy in this game, it goes after enemies who can be behind cover, etc. He's really good at close range as well as long range. You can kind of specialize in one way or the other. In the back we have Brick, the Berserker. He loves beating people up like crazy. He loves explosives. He's pretty funny to play as, actually. He's not terribly powerful, but would it be funny to say it's a blast? Yeah, bad joke, but it's funny. Let's see. We got the Siren Lilith, my personal favorite character. She's very good with SMGs and elemental tech weapons. Elemental tech's really good in this game. Her action skill is Phase Walk, which allows her to go in and out of physical reality. She can appear in different points, stuff like that. And let's see. For this video, I think I will choose Roland.
Well, we're here. Don't worry about saying goodbye. I'm sure we'll be doing this all again soon enough. Get off my butt.
Alright. At least you didn't charge me. Okay, so one little bit of features I'll show you in the beginning. You can set your character's appearance, nothing too crazy. It's kind of basic shit that you probably expect from a game like this. And this is following in the RPG light form too, and what I mean by that is it's basically nothing insane. There's not huge levels of details like you can have in some RPG games. It's just giving you enough for some personalization.
Now that your DNA is registered, you have the best in horrific death and dismemberment insurance.
Well, that's good.
If an unfortunate fatal incident occur, your new you will appear at the nearest station. Now we can head into the pizza.
Yeah, that's one cool thing. When you die, it's essentially your genetic material gets reconstructed at some of these things. It's an interesting way of dealing with the whole death and resurrection shit that a lot of games have, rather than just respawning and having it be, you know, nothing.
Excellent. I knew you were the right choice, friend.
Okay.
Now go. I'll contact you again soon.
After fighting through a couple of bandits to get here, we have made our way into the first town, Firestone. It's just a little outpost, as you can see. Used to have more people living in it, now there's only one. Alright, so we've got our first mission from Dr. Zed. We've got to kill some skags. Skags are kind of like alien dogs. Their critical spot is in the mouth. Yeah, I'm sure you can gather from the kind of feel of this environment, the openness, you know, nice blue sky, the music. It's really open game. This is why a lot of you will have heard that, you know, I think it's pretty relaxing. There's no stress, there's no real urgency. You can just kind of mosey around mission to mission. Hell, you don't even have to do the missions, you can just kill shit, but, you know, the missions help with that. These are skags, by the way. Little ones. You can dance around them pretty easily. Nothing much to it. But, the bigger ones, they get ugly. Yeah, so basically a little history on Pandora. People tried to colonize it, there was a huge rush to it, sort of like the gold rush in California, but the problem is, not too much gold. And so, everything here is in essentially disrepair. These corporations poured money and time into establishing colonies here, and when they realized there was nothing, they just kind of scrapped everything, and so they left a lot of their people here. And some of the criminals that were supposed to work in the proverbial mines became bandits, the guys you saw me killing earlier, these fuckers. And some of the citizens banded together to just try to survive and, you know, see what they can do. But a select few look for the vault, which is kind of an old legend that, as you saw in the intro, holds, or may hold, wealth, power, weapons, you know, who knows. Okay. First, we gotta meet a fun character. His name's TK Baha.
You? One more step and it'll be your last. You should have seen the look on your face.
I'm actually come back a bit early to you because I just reached level 5 and I wanted to discuss what that means in terms of this game. So I'm going to go up to my menu screen and go over to my skills. So this is your general skill tree. You can choose skills in here when you level up, and you can have up to 5 ranks in any of these skills. Each tree gives you kind of a different sort of play style, and you can multi-tree and do shit like that. There's no real restrictions. And kind of that's for you to find out. But the first thing any character must choose is his action skill, which is here at the top. In our case, that's deploying the turret. And I'll show you what that does. So once we've clicked that, we can unlock these skills now. With each level, we can put 1 rank in each one. And after we get to 5 ranks in any given tree, the next level will go up. So if we spend 5 in here, boom, 5 in here, boom. And yeah, you'll figure that out as you go. So I'm going to show you what Roland's turret does. Let's find some soft targets, shall we? Here, perfect time. We got plenty of targets. Let me just get in a good position. Turret deployed. I can hide behind the shield here, get some cover. God, this is horrible. And so the turret's lifespan has just ended. You can see the little bar there was ticking away right in the center there. And then there's a recharge over to my left above my shield and my health. Okay, so here we are at Nine Toes' lair. Let's just grab some loot here from the dudes I killed outside the door. Like I said in the intro, this game has flair.
Real challenge. I hope you've toughened up enough.
Damn, shouldn't it be already?
It's better all the time.
Just selling some shit here. Okay. Let's see what we got for leveling up here. Probably gonna pick Impact. There's some specific builds you can go for all the classes. Ooh. Ooh. Looks good. That looks very good. So like I said, there are specific builds for classes you can do. I'm not gonna go for anything here. Just kind of, you know, leveling up for the video. But when you get planned, or if you have any questions, feel free to give me a shout. I'm just gonna grab some more ammo before I go in earnest here. Okay, healing kit, that could come in handy. Cash, cash, cash. Alright. Say hello to Nine Toes.
You woke the wrong dog. Ah, yeah!
Now, Nine Toes is firing a fire elemental weapon. You can tell by kind of the fire coming out of the barrel. And you'll see it once we kill him. Let's show you what a fire weapon does. That. This gun, the Clipper it's called, it's the first, well, usually the first elemental weapon that you get in this game. And it's good that they give it to you as fire damage because, you know, it'll always come as fire damage even though the weapons in this game are randomized. And skags and enemies without shields are particularly susceptible to fire damage, which is a boon because a lot of the enemies you're fighting are skags early on, and some of them can really tear your face off pretty easily. And you can tell something has fire damage in stat because down the bottom right hand corner you see the little flame and it has a ×1. That means it does 1 kind of degree of fire damage. The weapons in this game can be between 1 times and 4 times. And Oh, yeah, I can also describe this part of weapons too. You see how it has that red text down there? Don't drop it, might lose a toe. Those sorts of red text, if you ever see that on a weapon, it means something unique or individual surrounds that weapon. It has some sort of cool attribute. In this case, it gives plus 100% melee damage. It actually states what the bonus is because it has a little blade on it. So if I had a regular weapon, right, I make a melee attack, that's just my regular knife. But with the clipper, I'm attacking with that. It's a little bit slower, but it deals more damage. Let's see. Just reload this guy here, and let's loot his place. Another red chest, always good.
Always room for more loot.
Ooh, our first sniper rifle. Jacobs is another weapons company. They specialize in very high damage. You saw how quickly this assault rifle chewed through enemies? That's dealing 15 damage a shot. That sniper rifle deals 69 damage a shot. Another shout out to Laggy. See, this is general scope. All of them have different sights and different whatnots about them, but they're all pretty accurate. I mean, depending. You get the idea. Let's see. A junkie repeater. And as I say junkie about a lot of this stuff, it's not necessarily talking about the type of weapon itself as a whole, because, you know, look, we have a repeater right there. But some guns are just subpar. You can definitely find better versions of them. And that's good in a game like this, because with loot so centralized, you're going to want to keep looking around. And the fact that they have all these hidden places for weapons and ammo and shit like that, the more you look, the more badass you'll become. Just about finished here. Yep, this is a white chest, as I described before. You're not going to have as good loot in it as you will a red chest, average per average, but you'll still get free shit. Ooh, another sniper rifle. This is the same one? Wow, same stats. It's very rare that you see the same of a weapon. I don't think I've ever seen it, especially not in the same room. Let's compare. Wow. This is a first. Jeez. Considering all the different facets of weaponry that go into something. Here, let's just look at this weapon now. The way that, excuse me, the way that weapons are generated in this game, you have a random barrel, you have a random gun body, a random stock, and a random weapon scope or sight, as well as a random gun manufacturer. So all of these blend together and are randomly generated. There's 5 different choices for body, sight, stock, and barrel, which gives these guys the claim of 87 bazillion guns, because all of these are generated at different level requirements and have all different parts and have all different manufacturers. So, and some can also have elemental tech to them as well. So there's a huge variety, but to find 2 literally identical weapons in the same room, no less. Never mind just like the same game, but wow, that's something. Very rare. Very, very, very rare. Yeah, I'm going to call it here. So thank you for tuning in for this Let's Play Librarian video. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to leave any comments, questions, suggestions in the comment section. And I hope to see you in game. Take care.